Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. This is another episode of Healthy Discussions. In today's topic, we're talking about this $18 Big Mac. I guess Mackin has become bigger than ever before. Smash that like button if you agree. McDonald's is now selling $18 Big Macs. Now, we all know that McDonald's is, first of all, it's a real estate company. So I may not support the food in McDonald's, but as far as the business module, 10 times, 10 toes, they got it. As far as the real estate business module, they have it. As far as revenue, put your feelings aside. Now, I haven't eaten McDonald's over 18 years. But as far as making money off McDonald's, I've been making money off McDonald's for the last 10. But pay attention, because their revenue are beginning to increase. So is this an option play? Is this a call perhaps? Not financial advice. I'm just saying. I'm going to read an article by New York Post, but I want you to check this video out by New York Post as well about this $18 Big Mac. Smash that like button if you had that $18 Big Mac with extra Big Mac sauce. Smash that like button if you did. Or smash that like button too. Okay, you may not eat the food, but you received the revenue. Smash that like button too. But let's continue. Read along. Those are the same fries that don't decompose. Now, let me read an article from the same place now. I'm going to read an article from the same place. This one is titled, McDonald's Revenue Soars as it hikes menu prices to $18 Big Macs. So think about it. People have been going to McDonald's for all their lives, right? We're currently in the hardest time of the economy has ever seen before, right? Unprecedented. I don't think McDonald's is going to be selling dollar anything anymore. It's costing them too much now. Now we understand that they're considered one of the biggest. They too big to fail. Think about it. If McDonald's failed, do you know how many people are going to starve? No. Sit down and really think about it. If McDonald's failed, do you know how many people will starve? Half the nation. Because most depend on McDonald's in order to survive. But let's continue. McDonald's on Monday reported that its revenue was up 14%. Now, it may be bad for the people that work there because there's more work they got to do. But when this goes up 14%, who do you think it benefits? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it benefits you. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it benefits the workers. Put a 3 in the chat if you think it benefits the business. Put a 4 in the chat if you think it benefits the shareholders. I'm going with, and you can have up to 2 answers max with this one. I'm going with 3 and 4. I'm going with 3 and 4. 3 in the chat is basically saying it's going to the business because the owners are getting paid more money if the value of their products rise. Their shareholders, the people that make sure they're in operations as far as monies, their shareholders are important to any business. Without the shareholders, the finances of the business may be in charades. So you should want to make sure that your shareholders get a great return on their investment. Why? so they can continue to invest. See, people like doing the same thing over and over again, if you haven't figured that out. So if they invest in something that made them 5% last year, why wouldn't they invest in the same thing that make them 5% the next year if everything is schematically right? As far as the business is still in good business, still in profit, XYZ, just to name a few. So the shareholders holds weight in the company. You may not see them every day. You might be a person like me. You might not see us every day, but we own that. And when we hear job cuts, you know what time it is. When you hear job cuts, you're like, oh, dang, that's messed up for the masses, but that's more chicken for me. And that's what's happening. It's just the name of the game, but I want y'all to play the game I'm playing. Play the game I'm playing. Don't let them play you. Because they will. And they've been doing it for a while. They can continue to do it until you take matters into your own hands. On that note, let's continue. McDonald's on Monday reported that its revenue was up 14% in the latest quarter. A surge, the burger giant said, was driven by strategic menu price increases. Yesterday's price ain't what? The Golden Acres brought in a total of $6.69 billion in revenue for the 3 months period ended September 30th, beating expectation of $6.58 billion according to the analysis. However, McDonald's, which has 13.5 restaurants in the U.S. and over 38,000 abroad, did not disclose how much the franchise has increased its prices, which generally varies between locations. That's correct. So you can buy, McDonald's don't have like a standard where you can buy, well, the burger in Wyoming costs the same thing as it does in Detroit or DC or California or Dominican Republic or Jamaica or Bora Bora or all these places, Cancun. Each price is set based on the economy. Whew. When you think about it like that from a global perspective, it's like McDonald's winning. Because the same 4-piece nuggets that cost them XYZ over here is not the same price over here, which means they make it more. They literally separating and conquer at the same time. That's a great business module. I mean, it's still profitable, but let's continue. However, McDonald's, they did not disclose how much the franchise had increased its prices. Okay. One branch in Durham, Connecticut charged as much as $18 for a Big Mac combo meal, which includes medium fries and medium soft drink. I'm gonna do some more research with McDonald's because I may be doubling down my position. The way I see it is, the economy is going to get worse from here on out because we're in the transitional / rebuilding phase. So it's the greatest time in history too, don't get me wrong. But it's also, you can double up, you can triple up because you can if you have the means. Meanwhile, that same Big Mac combo will run hungry patrons $13.69, so $13.69 at McDonald's in Times Square. So in New York, it's $13.69 for that burger, for that Big Mac. But the bigger Mac is in Connecticut, and they charging for the same Big Mac. They put a bigger Mac on you. They charging the same thing for $18. And it's franchise. So, you know, you and I, we can own a McDonald's. You got to go through their prerequisites, XYZ, go to their burger university, all the other stuff. You can own one. They give you everything you need in the store. You just bust down your profit with them. But they set you up with everything. So if they setting you up with everything and each state is different, they make them different type of product. They module is wicked. No matter what they eating, for sure. Smash that like button if you agree. Do you own McDonald's shares or do you own an ETF that represents this fast food industry? If so, you got to give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back. Because these are the type of investments that you need in order to have financial freedom. That's the goal. Once you get rich, that is considered financial freedom. That's the goal. So we all are chasing the same goal here. We can all get there. I'd rather all rich people around me anyway. This is why you don't have to worry about the extras. Not saying you don't have to worry about the extras. You do. You have to dot your I's and your T's regardless. But each group have their own sets of problems. And I'd rather deal with rich people problem than deal with broke people issues. That's all I'm saying. Smash that like button if you agree. Shares of McDonald's closed up 1.7 to $260 a share. Now, if we understand what's going on with Bill Gates and how he's buying up all the farmland, right? And how they just approved FDA meat that's growing on the lab. Don't you think that these food industries are going to then generate more profit because their product costs them less now? Even if it may not be the product that you support, it's still causing them less. It's causing them less. So at the end of the day, they're making what? More. They're making more, which means that they're a profitable business. So I look at McDonald's in the near future. Even I got them creating space food as well. I got McDonald's in the near future, a great stock, a great company to bank with. And if they change their business module, then that's when you must change if it doesn't reconcile with what you have going on. But they've been around for this long. I don't see them going anywhere. Smash that like button if you agree. It's a McDonald's, it's a big M in every city, bright and yellow. And they open 24 hours. Whew. Let's continue. The net income rose to $2.3 billion, up from $1.98 billion. So they're making money in these recessional times. Therefore, they're a great company. In the same period last year, and same store sales in the U.S. increased by 8.1, again attributed to price hikes. 8.1, so they had a great return. Normally it's a 5 to 10% return annually on any investment on average. Some are higher, but let's just keep it this on average. So for you to get an 8.1 return just with McDonald's, that's a great investment. Not financial advice, but that's a great return. Let's continue. Slow and steady, because that's slow 8% compound interest. Next year, 8%. By the time 10 years go up, do the math. Can anyone do the math? 8% rounded. Let's just say it's 10% each. Rounded. You just flipped your money in 10 years. In a decade. A lot of people don't think like that. Everybody want the fast money, not knowing that the fast money has police written all over it. They know you want it fast. Hell, the police want it fast too. Everybody want it fast. It doesn't mean that's the way. It does not mean that's the way. That's all I'm saying. Slow money to me is the best money. Making money daily paper is the best money, if you ask me. I'm not in a rush. I'm not from Russia. I'm not in a rush. I am not from Russia. I'll steady grind, steady put my videos out, steady make my investments, steady make sure that I'm skilling up. I'm learning the new skills, steady surrounding myself with the right people, having mentors and all that is needed, because I don't understand everything, but what I don't understand, I will pay for. I will pay for somebody to mentor me on the categories that I don't understand and or to be a part of my team. Because that's what it will take in order for you to get to the what? Next level. And in life, you must level up. I've never heard of someone leveling down. You got to level up in this world. It's up. But let's continue. So their return was great, if you ask me. Return was excellent. Though he didn't specify by how much, Broading said McDonald's expects to increase the cost of its menu items by just over 10% for the full year. The second consecutive annual 10% price hike. I mean, it's probably costing McDonald's more to get that to you too, because we think about transportation, delivery, all these things, fossil fuel. We all know that it's a crisis on energy. See, that's what they're not telling you about in these news media. It's a crisis on energy. That's why the U.S. is trying to hurry up to convert to EVs, because they don't want to no longer depend on these outside sources, outside forces that's skyrocketing the price, which is then crushing their economy. That's what's really happening. But I'm going to do another video with that about the energy crisis and how it affects everyone. You, I, the rich, the poor, the middle class, in between, it affects you. Everything affects everyone. But let's continue. Meanwhile, many consumers have said that the fast food has already gotten so expensive. It's no longer worth it. I look at McDonald's as being a luxurious restaurant in a few. And luxury is subjective. What's luxurious to you may not be so luxurious to me. And what may be right to you and be nice to you may be slight to me. You know? But I totally understand. One Reddit user asked in a now viral thread, what is no longer worth it because of how expensive it has become? McDonald's? What? McDonald's is still cheap. You go to a restaurant, any restaurant outside of that, arm, leg, $200, $300, $500 automatically. If you're not eating and writing off on your business expense, my God, it's definitely costing you that in real time. So I look at everything as don't look at things as being expensive, but the prices are rising. Expensive is subjective. What may be expensive to you may not be expensive to me. You know, let's just say the prices are rising, just as it's been rising since I was born to the beginning of time. I've never seen the same price as I did last year or the year before. Now, a couple of years, things may go down to what it was 5 years ago, but the majority of things keep rising. Smash that like button if you noticed that for all your life. The top rated response, most fast food, that's a good one. A value meal at McDonald's now costs just as much as a meal at a lot of sit-down restaurants like Applebee's or one user claim. You know, it's this list going around, right? Let's connect something too, because we have to entertain at the same time while we educate, right? Let's talk about the list that's going around with these modern women, and they saying that they can't go to Applebee's, but they go to McDonald's all the time. They can't go to Applebee's as the first date, McDonald's, Cheesecake Factory. They want to go to all 5-star stuff. What? That's robbery. What if the man don't know you? So you just got off with a full $400, $500 meal just for free, and you can go holler at the broke boy down the street. They got all the time in the world. Smash that like button if you think that list is ridiculous. What? And fellas, if you're spending the money, fellas, she don't have the right to speak. Look, you're spending the money. You work hard for that money. You spend that money. You gonna let her tell you where she don't want to go? Okay, if she's paying for it, then sure, decide where you want to go. But if she's not paying for it, then she don't have a right to tell you what she don't want to do. I don't want to go to eat at Applebee's cheesecake. What if that's all that man? What if it's all that he had? You're gonna emasculate the man for not having enough based on your requirements, but he had enough based on his requirements? That's trickery to me. Sorcery, if you ask me. But let's continue, though. I just wanted to make that point of how McDonald's should have been on the top of that list, but I guess it's too expensive now, huh? It's getting funny, man. It's getting funny over here. The McDonald's app in New York City, for example, where the $1, $2, $3 menu doesn't actually have anything worth 1, 2, or 3. So is that false advertisement? I begin to ask. Y'all know McDonald's got sued for, and I never thought about this. They got sued. Now, we're in America. America's the land of the sue. Most fortunes are won based on what? Litigations. So suing people. So somebody sued McDonald's for the fact that their advertisement, their commercial, the size of the burger wasn't the size that it was in actuality. So they exaggerated on the size of the burger. So for example, you know when you're watching a commercial and they enhance the color, they zoom in so everything look bigger and XYZ, right? They said that what they're promoting isn't the actual size. So that's considered fraud or fraudulent activities. I said, whoa, that's desperado, but they have a point. I'm sure they probably gave them a payout because who has the time for that? They probably made billions off of it already. Who cares? But let's continue. The cheapest option is a small order of French fries, which will run a hungry customer $2.49. French fries used to be 99 cents. Though foodies can now score an order of fries for free every Friday now through December 31st. So their promotion is out of waters. These the same fries that don't decompose now. So I don't know if you call them fries or something that's not alive. Last month, the Chicago-based fast food giant announced that franchisees who opened a new outpost in 2024 will have to pay an increased royalty fee of 5%. Ooh. So they're going up on the investor side too. But, I mean, they're going up on the investor side, calculating, I'm sure they priced it in, calculating that you should be making more money. I mean, that would make sense. If I gave you an opportunity to make more money and I say, hey, let me get a little 5% off of the fact that things are increasing, logistics are increasing, the supply chains has changed, everything is changing. We're actually building out this infrastructure now, so it may be tough for a while until we have this infrastructure rolled out. Give me a little 5% extra. You should have no problem with giving them 5%. McDonald's make sure you have somewhere to do your business at and all that. You can't complain about that. The first time in nearly 3 decades that McDonald's increased the fees. So in 30 years, they just started increasing the fees. That's how you know we're in different times. Smash that like button if you agree. For the past 30-some years, a franchise only had to cough up 4% royalty fees. So this went up by 1%? They're not doing you that bad. A percentage of gross sales in addition to rent and other expenses such as payments towards the company's mobile app. Okay. So basically, McDonald's is charging everyone more because it's costing them more to get it to your front door. You know? And once again, remember, McDonald's is a real estate company. It is not a fast food restaurant. It is a real estate company that sells food inside of their household. Think about that for a second. On that note, smash that like button. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to smash that like button. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to share. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to comment. Leave them thoughts down below. I want to know, do you eat at Mickey D's? Is your kids happy eating at Mickey D's? What's their health eating at Mickey D's? Or are you just on the investment side? Are you a shareholder? Do you own the ETF that has McDonald's in it? How's your profit? Share your profits down below. I want to know. Let me see some receipts. On that note, remember, peace, blessings, love. Peace, blessings, love, and positivity over negativity always.